Hello students. So students, in the previous class in this chapter, that is synthetic fiber and plastic, we were talking about that of the synthetic fiber. So we had discussed the properties of the different synthetic fiber, including that of the rayon. Then we have seen that of the nylon also. In case of a rayon, students, we have seen that actually rayon is also called as the artificial silk because of its texture. It is having shiny texture, shiny appearances there. So it is also called as the artificial silk. Now, in case of a rayon, student, we have seen the properties also, and that is it is very soft and it is very shiny also. So soft is there, shiny is there. Then the second thing that we have seen in case of rayon, that it is very means it absorbs moisture, and that is why it is more preferable after that of the cotton in the summer season. Okay, when there is hot, people they used to prefer the rayon. If synthetic fiber, if we talk about the synthetic fiber, so absolutely they prefer rayon. Then if we look at the other properties, so as compared to the silk, because we said that it looks like a silk, so as compared to that of the silk, it is comparatively less expensive or cheap. As well as if you look the other properties, so it can be dyed into different types of a color. So these are the properties of the rayon. Now if we see the uses also, so we have seen just because of its means it is soft and shiny, so it is used for making the different textile, okay, including the shirts or skirts or socks or scarves. So it is used for that. Now not only the student, but it is also used for the home furnishing things, like a curtain is there or a sofa cover is there, so it is also used for home furnishing. Then we had started to understand that of the nylon. Nylon is the first synthetic fiber which was discovered, you can say, and it is a company in 1931 which made this synthetic fiber nylon, and you see student that it is the most used synthetic fiber, and the reason is that nylon is very strong and elastic in nature, and it is this much strong, mean it is more than it, the thread of the nylon is more stronger than that of the steel wire. Okay, so we can say that nylon that is why it is more used. Now other properties, if you look, that it dry easily, and it dry easily, as well as it is also having luster. So these are some of the properties due to which frequent use of the nylon occur. Now, nylon is used for making the saris or the socks, you have heard about it, as well as it is also used for making the parachute or net. So why? Because it is what more strong than that of the other fiber. So that is why the frequent use of this nylon occurs. Okay. Now we have started with the another one, and that is polyester. Polyester. So you can see as the name here given is the polyester. It means a lot of ester they join together to form the polyester. Poly means many and ester. So small unit of the ester they join together to form the polyester. Okay, so we can write it that it is a polymer of ester. It is a polymer of ester units. Polymer of ester units. Okay, so polymer of ester, lot of a ester unit, they combine together to form the polyester. Okay, and the most common one is the terylene. Most common one is the terylene. Okay, so terylene is the most commonly used polyester. Okay, so it is that form of polyester which is very much used, which is commonly used. Okay, and if you see the other properties, so it can be drawn, it can be easily bent and woven in order to make the cloth. So we can say that it is almost what, elastic. Okay, stretchable. So we can write it. It can be blended. It can be blended as well as it can be drawn, blended and drawn into a very thin fiber. Into a very thin fiber. Into a very thin fiber, and this fiber can be woven. It can be woven in order to make clothes. In order to make clothes. Okay, so it can be blended and drawn into a very fine fiber, you can say, and this fiber is again woven here to make clothes. So this is the general thing about that of the polyester. First thing, student, that a lot of a ester unit, they combine together to form polyester. Second one, terylene, the most common form of the polyester which is used. And if you look at the fiber, so it is having very fine fiber which can be easily drawn and woven in order to make the clothes. Now let us see that what are the different properties of the polyester. So if you see the properties of the polyester, properties of the polyester. So the first property is it is lightweight. Okay, it is lightweight. Now, not only lightweight, student, but it is also elastic and strong. Okay, so it is lightweight, it is strong and elastic in nature. Okay, the second property that we look in case of the polyester, that is it is resistance to that of the stretching and shrinking. So no shrinkage or no loosen of the fiber occur when you stretch it. So it is resistance to that of the shrinkage and that of the stretching. Shrinkage and stretching. Okay, resistance to shrinkage and stretching. Shrinkage here, in place of that we can also write it shrinking. Shrinking and stretching. Next one is, it is also resistance to wrinkles and thus very easy to wash. Obviously, if no shrinking occur, if no stretching is a problem, so absolutely there will be no wrinkles also, and it is very easy to wash. So we can write it. It is resistance to wrinkles and easy to wash. And easy to wash. As well as it is resistant to moth. Okay, now see, these are the properties of that of the polyester. I repeat all of these. First of all, it is lightweight, it is strong and elastic in nature. Then you will see, student, that it is resistant to shrinking as well as stretching. And it is also resistant to wrinkles. There is no formation of a wrinkle occur in the cloth, and it is very easy to wash also. And finally, it is resistant to moth. Okay, so you can see that these are the properties of that of the polyester. Now, what are the uses of the polyester? That we will also going to see. That okay, we have seen the properties, but now we will look after that what is the uses. Uses. Again, it is used for making the clothes. So, dress material is there, home furnishing like that of our curtains, and even it is also used for making saris. So, we can write it that it is used to make saris, dress material, curtains, etc. Curtains, etc. Next one is that it is also used for making polyester films. Okay, as well as magnetic recording tapes. So we can write it. It is also used in making polyester films. Making polyester films, and it is used for making polyester films and magnetic recorder or recorded tapes. Magnetic recording tapes. Okay, so it is used for making polyester film as well as it is also used for making the magnetic recording tapes. Then if you will see, student, that it is also used in making sails for sail boat. Okay, you all have seen the sails that is there in the sail boat. Okay, so we can write it. It is used in making sails in sailboats. Okay, so it is is also used in making sails in sailboat. Now in the properties only we have seen that we said that it can be blended and can be stretched. So it is woven and it is blended, blended to make a different kind of a dress material. Yes, with the help of this polyester, it is blended with that of the cotton and form polycot. So likewise it used to blend with the other fiber also and form a new type of a fiber. Let us see that what are these different kind of a fiber which is blended with that of the polyester to make a new fabric. Okay, so it can be blended with the natural fiber like cotton. It can be blended with the natural fiber. Natural fiber such as cotton, wool. So terry wool is there, terry cot, you have heard about that. Okay, so such as cotton and wool, cotton fiber and wool, cotton and wool to form polycot, because it is poly and when it blended with that of the cotton, so it forms a polycot, also known as terrycot. Okay, so it is also formed as a terrycot. Terrycot as well as polywool. As well as polywool, called as terry wool. Okay, respectively. So you see student that it is blended with that of the natural fiber, and from the natural fiber a new kind of a fiber is produced, and that is if it is blended with that of the cotton, so we will call it terrycot or polycot, and if it is blended with that of the wool, so we will say it is terry wool, okay, or polywool. Okay, so it can be blended into natural fiber. Now it is also used for making the conveyor belts and even the water hoses. So it is also used in making conveyor belt. In making conveyor belts and water hoses. Okay, so this is what student, these are the uses of that of the polyester. So it is used for making clothes, making fabric like that of the saris or curtains are there students. It is also used for making that of the polyester film or even the magnetic recording tape. It is also used in the sailboat for making sails. Now, it is a blend. We can say that it can be blend with that of the natural fiber. So when it is blended with that of the cotton, instead of the polyester, we will use the term that is polycot, or it is also known as a terrycot there. And if it is blended with that of the wool, so instead of writing there polyester, we will write there polywool or terry wool respectively. Now it is also used for making conveyor belt and the water hoses. Okay, so these are the property and uses of the polyester. Now if you look forward, students, so there is another kind of a synthetic fiber, and that is known as acrylic. Okay, so let us see about the another kind of a fiber, and that is known as acrylic. So that is also what? It is also a kind of a synthetic fiber. Acrylic. So it is also a synthetic fibers made from a polymer, made from a polymer that is known as polyacryl nitride. Okay, polymer which is known as a polyacrylonitrile. Polyacrylonitrile. Okay, this is that of the polymer through which this acrylic made up of. Okay, now when you look at this polyacrylonitrile, student, you will find that it is very much resemble with that of the wool, which resembles to the wool. Okay, so it is a synthetic fiber which is basically made up of the polymer, and which polymer? That is polyacrylonitrile, students. Polyacrylonitrile, and this will resembles to that of the wool. Okay, so it is made up of this polymer. Now if you look at the properties of the acrylic, then again this one is also lightweight, soft, and since it resembles to that of the wool, so we can say that it gives a warm. Okay, so it is lightweight, then soft and warm. Okay, and this will warm with the wool like a touch. Okay, when you touch it, it will seem that it is a kind of a wool. Warm with the wool like touch. Okay, so it is lightweight, it is soft and warm with a wool like touch. So this is the first property of that of acrylic. The second one is, yes, again it is resistance to mold, it is resistance to any of the chemical substances. So it is resistant to mold, chemical substances, and even oil. Okay, and finally it is very easy to wash also, as well as it dries very quickly. So it is easy to wash and dry quickly. Okay, easy to wash and dry quickly. So this is the properties of that of acrylic, students. So you see, till now we have seen that it is made up of a polymer, that is polyacrylonitrile, and it resembles to very closely resembles to wool. If you look at the properties, so it gives when you touch it, it seems like a wool like a touch, as well as it is lightweight, it is very soft, and it gives warmth. Now, it is also resistance to that of the moth, it is resistance to the chemical substances, even it is resistance to that of the oil. And finally, very easy to wash, because if it is resistant to any of the chemical substances or oil, so ultimately it will not going to makes the fabric more dirty. Okay, so very easy to wash also, and it dries quickly. So this is the properties of that of acrylic. Now see what are the different uses also. So since it is having the wool, very closely resembles to wool, so yes, it will be also used for making the warm clothes. Okay. So first use is that it is used for making warm clothes like sweaters, student, even shawls are there. Okay. So it is used for making warm clothes like sweater, shawl, and blanket. Sweater, shawls, and blanket. The second use of that of acrylic is that it is also used for making the fabric and sculptures. Fabric and carpet, Okay, so it is used for making fabrics and even carpet. So it is used for furnishing fabrics, and it is also used for furnishing fabric and carpets. Okay, so it is used for furnishing fabric and carpet. Now it is also used for making craft yarns. Okay, even craft yarns or board cells or vehicle cover. So these all are made up of the acrylic. I think you have seen the vehicle covers. So it is resistance to that of the moth and even resistance to the oil, and that is why it help you to help the vehicle to be protected from the dirt. Okay, so we can write it that it is used to make craft yarn, then board sail, and vehicles covers. Okay, so these are the different uses of that of the acrylic, which is the synthetic fiber here. So here you can see the uses. We see that it is used for making warm clothes like that of the sweater or even shawl or blanket, as well as it is used for furnishing the fabric and carpet, and finally it is used for making craft yarn, boat sail and the vehicle cover. Then we will look after that of the advantages and disadvantages of that of the synthetic fiber.